to divide all actions, all thought, all speech, and all actions into two categories. That's an excellent way, in my opinion, to start. What are these categories? Constructive and non-constructive. Every move that you make, just getting up out of a chair and going across a room and sitting in another chair, is going to have a constructive effect or a non-constructive effect. That's tapping into the laws of the entire universe. That's what we need to do. With the universe came a logic, a thing called logic, meaning cause and effect. If fire will burn, water is wet. See, water just doesn't sit there. Water does something, all right? I mean, water makes clouds and all like that, and the clouds do something. Everything has cause and effect. What you do is make sure that everything that you do as an individual, and when you observe other individuals, you make an assessment. Now, what that individual is doing right this minute, singing a song or whatever, or writing a song, is it going to have a constructive effect or a non-constructive effect? Divide everything into those categories: constructive, non-constructive. Constructive, non-constructive. Constructive, non-constructive. That's the way to start. And you start seeing the whole world differently from the way that we've been taught to see it, because black people have been taught by the white supremacists to just look at the whole world and see a whole bunch of chaos, which is what they help produce in the minds of people. But if you want to start getting out of that chaos, the way you do it is through the pathway of logic. And logic is about cause and effect. And the effect is going to be constructive or non-constructive. If a person is just sitting there across from you in a restaurant eating food, or if you're eating, you look at the food that you're eating and ask yourself this question: when I eat this food, is it going to have a constructive effect on my pancreas, on my kidneys, on my liver? And when I reach over here and drink this drink that's over here, if it's water, what effect is that water going to have on my body when I put it into my body? Is it going to be constructive or non-constructive? Now, if that's gin or vodka, you ask yourself the same question: what effect is this vodka, when I put it in my body, going to have? Constructive, non-constructive. And don't make any exceptions to that rule. Having a conversation with someone, is this going to be a constructive or a non-constructive conversation? It's going to be one or the other. I mean, when that conversation is over, you think back and you say, was that constructive or was that non-constructive? In answer to that question, that is it. And that's the excellent way to start. And you don't turn loose to that one. That's not anything that you move on to something else. You stick with that constructive and non-constructive. If every black person on the planet would do that right this minute, start dividing every move that he or she makes, and every move that they observe other people making, we'd be miles ahead overnight. I mean, it wouldn't take a long time. Just divide everything into those two categories. It's not but two. There's nothing in between. Constructive, non-constructive. And you can tell by the result what is constructive and what's non-constructive.